here's my list. And as you can see, I'm not cheating, I promise. Okay, so here we go. Here's my skeleton. Okay, this is the frontal bone. This is the parietal bone. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right, so bear with me. Okay, this is the temporal bone. This is the occipital bone. Okay, and you probably can't really see, but this is the coronal suture. This is the sagittal suture. And I don't want to mess it up. That's the squamosal suture. And these are lambdoidal sutures. And where the sagittal suture meets the lambdoidal suture is actually the lambda right there in the middle. The nasal bone is right there and right there. Maxilla bone is right here. Mandible is right here. Mental foramen is, well, it's not really on here, but anyways, it's right here, and there's one over here as well. The glabella is right here. Mandibular ramus. Dear Lord. Hold on. Okay, the mandibular ramus is right here. And the cornoid process of the mandible is right here. The zygomatic bone is right here. The sphenoid bone, I can't really tell on the outside, like the lateral view, I guess, but these are so small, it's kind of hard to tell. But the sphenoid bone is in the inside. There's two on the outside that you can see, but I can't really tell here. But I know that they're on the inside towards the back. And there's a lesser wing and a greater wing. This is the superior orbital foramen, or the supraorbital foramen. I can't remember if it's supra or superior. And this is the inferior orbital foramen. There's one on each side below the eyes, and the superior is above the eyes. Okay? And over up here is the lacrimal bone. And then next to that is like right below that, there's like a little hole, and that's the nasolacrimal bone, like that's the opening to it. This is the vomer. The ethmoid bone is right here. It's kind of slanted on the side. It's next to the lacrimal bone. Supraorbital foramen, I went over that. Okay, the superior orbital fissure, a fissure is actually a hole or an opening. So inside, it's the opening that's above the bigger opening, because I believe I want to say it's a smaller opening, but I'm not positive. The inferior orbital fissure is the opening below that might be a little bit bigger. Let's see. I've got some more in case if I don't know where some of these are. The foramen magnum, that's actually, it's not really something I can show you, but it's inside, and it's, maybe I can. No, I really can't. Anyways, it's in here, and it's a really big hole, kind of where the spinal cord meets everything. The internal auditory meatus is like further in than the external auditory meatus, so they're, obviously. The palatine bone is right here. Okay. Perpendicular plate of ethmoid. And that's another one I can't really show you, but the vomer bone is right there, and it's behind the vomer bone. it runs, it says perpendicular plate of the ethmoid, but it kind of runs parallel to it in a sense, I guess. Anyway, it's behind the vomer, behind the nasal bone. And then above that would be the cribriform plate. I guess that's how you say it, cribriform plate. And then above that would sit the crista galli. Galli, like I said, I cannot, bear with me. And the ethmoid foramen would be next to the optic foramen, which would be back here. The optic foramen would be a hole in the back of your eye, and then the ethmoid foramen would be like, if you're looking at it head on like that, it would be to the left on this side, and then it would be to the left on this side. Trying to think of anything that I've missed. Nasolacrimal bone. I don't know if I did nasolacrimal and lacrimal bone, or lacrimal, nasolacrimal. I don't know how to pronounce it. The zygomatic bone, I don't know if I did that one, but that's right there. Let's see. Perpendicular plate of ethmoid bone, internal auditory meatus, foramen magnum, palatine bone, glabella. I hope that's 30. But anyway, yeah. That's 30.